Basketball was my first identifiable passion. Like, I fell in love with the game at 5 years old, and here I am knocking on the door of 50 years old, and basketball is still a major pillar and passion of my life. I was a pretty good player, pretty good public school player coming up, but was able to play at Elon College. It's now Elon University down in North Carolina. So I was able to fulfill a dream of playing collegiate basketball. And while I was at Elon, I started to develop an equal love for the training side of the game. Strength, conditioning, plyometrics, lifting weights. And decided that when I graduated in the late 90s, that nothing could be better than fulfilling a dream of pursuing basketball performance training. And I dove headfirst. I moved back to the DC area and started working with basketball players. And I would help them bulletproof their bodies against injury, help them improve their capacity for work, help them run faster and jump higher, and loved every minute of it. And I got some really cool opportunities in that space that I now draw on as a keynote speaker. Well, to put into context, there were two different high schools that I had a chance to work with, and both of these were internationally renowned Nike elite programs. The first was Montrose Christian, which most famous alum is Kevin Durant, one of the best players in the last 20 years by far. And then I worked at DeMatha Catholic High School that has produced dozens of players currently in the NBA. So I really cut my teeth on working with middle school and high school age players. And that was a passion for me because in addition to helping them improve their basketball athleticism, I could also serve as a role model. Like, I could help mentor them off the court, and that was something that was really important to me. But because they were both Nike elite schools, I had an opportunity to work as the performance coach for Nike and for Jordan Brand, and did some things for USA Basketball. So I had a chance to work the summer skills academies with guys like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Steve Nash, and I mean, you want to talk about just an education on leadership, on team building, on mastery of craft, on high performance. So those were some very formative years that I got to see. So what makes my journey unique is I got to work with a guy like Kevin Durant when he was 15 years old, before he became the Kevin Durant that everybody knows. And I got to see what it took for him to climb that proverbial mountain and reach the peak of the NBA. But then I also got to be a fly on the wall for guys like LeBron and Kobe and see what it took to stay on top of that mountain and to sustain excellence and high performance for long periods of time. So I've been able to see the before and the after. I use all of those principles in my own life as a father, as a speaker, as a business owner, but most importantly, that's the message that I share with every group that I speak with, is how they can improve individual and organizational excellence and performance.